Hey guys, what's up? Parasite here, and today I will be bringing you another episode of Breaking It Down. And in today's video, I'll actually be breaking down my own gameplay in this Underground Search and Destroy versus Quantic Leverage. So, if you guys haven't actually watched any of my series yet, I'll just give you a quick introduction. Basically, especially for Search and Destroy, I like to actually do this in theater because it gives me the option to pause the game and basically explain to you the situation, explain to you where all the teammates are at, etc., etc. So you'll see me pause the game throughout and basically explain to you what's going on, where I think people are positioned, and what's going through my head basically in a few of these rounds where I actually have to clutch the round to win it, I guess. So let's get this started, and we're going to be kicking this off now.
Search and destroy.
So we're going to be playing Underground Search and Destroy, and usually what I like to do is I usually like to go A and kind of push this aggressively. So me and Crump are going to be pushing down to this left side, and I kind of play this a little stupid, to be honest. I peek this and he clips me real quick. I shouldn't have done that. So I mean, it's good to push that way, but just don't peek that corner like that, especially right out in the open, because you're easily going to get picked like I just did. So this round's actually going to be left up to my three teammates, Crump, Nadeshot, and Saints. Crump is actually going to rotate back to the bomb. Nadeshot does manage to pick up a guy on the bridge, which is a really great play by him, while Saints watches the flank. And Crump and Nadeshot are going to be working the speed bomb side area. So I think Crump should be going for the plant here. Actually, no, never mind. I remember. He goes to these stairs, and basically he asks me to basically watch over him and make sure that he's behind him. And then Saints calls out a guy behind him. So Crump's going to go ahead and turn around. And they do manage to pick that up. Great play by my teammates. Nadeshot's asking me to third, but he needs to go a little bit more forward so I can actually see. There is actually a guy up there, so Crump does actually get taken out, and then Nadeshot cleans up the kill. Saints is still here watching the flank, and I actually remember that Nadeshot calls out Saints to come help him out at B bomb site. So Saints does manage to move, but he gets taken out by TP. So Nadeshot turns around and he spots him, so he's going to go ahead and chase him. And nice drop shot by him. I think if it wasn't for the drop shot, the bullets would have connected, because if you notice during this kill cam, you'll actually see the bullets fly over his head. The last few bullets. Good play by my team. They managed to clutch that round. So we're going to be moving on to the second round, and this is going to be a defense. On defense, I usually like to use an ACR, or unless I rush, I use a MP7 most of the time because it gives me that range boost. But usually what I like to do is I like to kind of help out my team middle and a little bit watching the flank. This spot's actually a really good spot here if you get on top of the subway to the right of the window, because if you turn around, you can actually see the window over there, and you can watch this whole middle map. And if there's a guy middle, you can actually climb through and maybe come up behind him and fire. Or like I do right now, I managed to take that guy out in the middle of the map. Okay, so here's where I'm going to pause it. So you notice I spotted a guy A, and we don't have anybody in A. It's just me, and I'm not sure who this is, but he's on the bridge. So we basically know they're going to be going A, and we're basically just going to try to trap them in and see what we can do to get some kills. So unfortunately, Crump does get taken out, but I basically try to position myself to see where his Slayer actually moves, because I know he got killed from the truck side. So I'm peeking this. Oh, I do see he went truck. I shouldn't have taken that shot, but I actually almost did kill him. But okay, here is where I'm going to explain a little bit more. So I'm going to wait here for a little bit, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be on the bomb. And I'm basically going to wait for them to plant the bomb or try to nade them off it, because honestly, if I just rush in there and try to prevent them from planting it by trying to shoot them, I'm probably going to get taken out because his teammates are going to be watching the doors to get into that base. So I just basically try to pre-aim any of the spots they can potentially come through. I hit a nade on the bomb, and I do manage to take out Sensor, who was their bomb carrier. And here's this other thing that guy just did wrong. He knew where I threw that nade from because he probably heard it, but he peeked it. I peeked him because I knew there was probably going to be a guy posted up behind those boxes, and if he wasn't behind that box, he was going to be behind the other square box right next to the truck. So I did peek this guy, and I took him out because he tried to challenge me, and I saw that guy cross. I just saw that guy cross to A, so I'm going to try to snake pop-up glitch this guy, see if I can get some eyes on him, maybe behind the square box. Basically just trying to play it, but he did plant the bomb, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. I know he didn't go to the right side. I know he's not up top because I can obviously see that. And I think I got a glimpse of him at that box, so I checked the box. He's got to be middle somewhere, and he does happen to be in that corner. So I did manage to get the ace on that round, excuse me. You got to be really patient. You just got to be very aware of where people position themselves and try to get eyes on people. You don't necessarily always have to hit somebody. If you know where a guy goes, if you see where he like passes over or crosses, it's actually really good. It's like it's to your advantage because you know he's there and you know he's trapped. He's trapped in your eyesight. He can't get out. So you want to be able to do that in Search and Destroy, especially on this map, which has so many crossways. So this time, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. I decided I'm going to go A because they like to work the middle. They don't ever send a guy in A. They just have people watch the cross and a guy sits on the bridge and stuff like that. So I kind of just rotated my position and decided I'm going to help out my teammates mid and see what I can get going in the middle of the map. So while Saints is helping me out and Nate Shot's kind of by the flank and Crump is distracting them at A. So let's see what I do here. So I go ahead and I check that top balcony to see if anybody picks up because the mutation was there beforehand. So I'm going to go ahead and check this bridge also for mutation. Aches is on the bridge. I kind of choked my shot there. Sadly enough, I choked it. I probably should have been able to kill him, but I fucked up. So I'm just going to go ahead and just post up and make sure I don't die. I do think there's a guy under me middle, and you actually see me stun this in a second because I got killed there for a second. So I do stun this guy, and I throw a nade at him. I'm not sure where my nade goes. It doesn't even injure him. So I try to peek out, and I try to get some shots on him, but then I back down. Crump did die at A, so we're going to have to rotate to pick up that bomb. Nade Shot does kill Mutation, who was watching the flank. And then we know there's a guy middle, and there's a guy probably at A who killed Crump. So Saints does get shots on the guy at A, as you can probably see on the mini-map just a little bit. It's kind of difficult to see. So Saints is in a gunfight over there, and then Nade Shot gets taken out by TP, who I'm actually chasing right now. Right here, I noticed TP's obviously going to go help out his teammate, especially where not Nade Shot, why do I keep saying that? Especially where Saints is positioned, he's got to go help him out, so I kind of just chase him, and hopefully I can get to TP before he takes out Saint as well. And I actually do. And then Saints goes ahead and blows up the car, which is on fire, to kill Aches. So we had really good teamwork on that side, actually. We played it patiently, we helped each other out, and we just basically covered each other's backs. Because that's essentially what you want to do in Search and Destroy. You just want to watch over your teammates and make sure that they can't get shot from somewhere else while they basically watch your back. If you really think about it, the way a team should work is if you ever watched or played that Army of Two game, like especially on the cover, like one guy's like got his back against the other guy's back and they're basically just like staring at each other's opposite sides. That's basically what a team needs to do, especially on Search and Destroy. Just watch over each other and make sure you guys work as a team, because that's the main key to Search and Destroy, obviously. Okay, so let's move on to the next defense, and this time I'm going to vary up my strategy. Instead of posting up and just camping, I'm actually going to rush with my submachine gun, which you'll see me do quite often on this map. I rush up fire. One of my teammates does get taken out on the flank by Mutation. Mutation actually likes to flank a lot on this map, so we knew it was going to be him anyways. So I just basically go on like a search for this guy and try to find out where he is. He does kind of escape us. We have no clue where he is. And then Crump does pick up the kill on the guy that flanked. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate back because our teammate at A died. So me and Crump are left to get this 1v3. I do pick off a guy middle and I pick up his ACR. Always pick up as many guns as you can in Search, because you always want to have at least an ACR as well as a sub. The ACR is probably the best weapon to have in Search and Destroy at all time. Crump does get taken out, so I'm going to be left to clutch this 1v2 while they have the bomb planted. Again, I'm going to basically do the same strategy and just peek at all these corners and try to spot some people, because that's honestly what you want to do. Even when you have the bomb planted, you have a lot of time. You only need 7.5 seconds to defuse. You just got to peek things. So I do see one at the box, and I try to nade him. Fortunately, my nade doesn't connect. Okay, here's where I'm going to pause it because I'm going to explain to you what's going through my head right now. I know one guy's on the right side, behind the box by the truck somewhere. The second guy, I do not know at all where he's at. So I'm going to go ahead and post up right here. What I'm assuming is that his team, if he's being thirded behind the box in front of me, he would have already popped out. Because I'm in the open and I don't know where he is. Or if he's in the stairwell, again, he would have already popped out. So what I'm thinking at this point is they're both right near the bomb. One's either behind the van or on the bomb site, or one's directly on the opposite wall behind me. And I know the other guy has definitely have to be by the box, unless he ran away. But I highly doubt that because they have the bomb plan and he would be stupid to run away. So let's see how I play this out. I'm going to go ahead and like lay down here and try to slide glitch to make sure he's not on the bomb. And I do find out, okay, so he's not on the bomb and he's not by the van. That thing's about to blow up. He shouldn't be. He's got to be on the wall behind me. So I check this and he is there. And then I notice Sensor's the guy that planted the bomb and TP was the guy that was by the box. It had to have been TP. So I go ahead and I check this box. And he does shoot at me. I guess I catch him in the wrong corner and he stops shooting. And I turn on him. And then I go for the defuse. So, again, that shouldn't have happened. I think TP should have killed me. He should have knifed me or something. But just learn from the way I played that and the way I basically had the thought process. Since I was able to spot one guy out, I knew that he had to be there. I isolated him. And then I looked for the other guy and I kind of realized if he's not there, he's got to be here. What you got to do on S&D is what you want to do basically on that game type is just isolate people. Find out where they are. Find out the places they have to go to get out of the spot they are in and cover them. And just find out, okay, so he has to be here. If he's there, he has to go out either this way or this way. Okay? And then make moves on him, essentially. Try to make moves on him. And then you do that to another guy. Okay, so he's at B. There's only 2 doors to B. He's got to be somewhere in B, obviously. And he has to come out one of these doors. He's isolated. That's basically what you want to do in Search and Destroy, and you want to just try to get your team to help you out with that. If it comes down to like a 1v2 or 1v3, just try to get eyes on people. And then once you spot 2 or 3 of them out of the team, make moves on them and make moves on them quickly. Pick off one guy, take cover behind a wall where the other guy can't see you, pop up and shoot him. And you got to be really good at just anticipation, because if you have no anticipation skills, you're not going to be very good at Search and Destroy. You're not going to be very good at clutching at all. So you want to try and build that and just try to think. Use your head. Think. That's the main thing you gotta do in Search and Destroy. We're just essentially all of Call of Duty. Use your head. Don't just come flying out of a corner and expect a guy to be there. Think. Where could he be? Where could he be hiding? Okay, so this is gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope I helped you. I hope I somehow improved your game on this map, or I just hope you enjoyed the gameplay and my commentary. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys sub and like the video. And also, if you have any requests or amateur breakdown requests, go ahead and tweet me at optic_parasite with the 1. And if you guys need anything, just don't be afraid to tweet me. I'm not one of those egotistical people that is just gonna blow you off just because you're a random or a nobody, I guess what people would call you. I'm very dedicated to my fans, and I'm basically doing anything I can to help you guys out and get better at the game. So again, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.